To trick a non-vegan into thinking that's black pudding. Hello vegan food explorers, I have had a super tough day today and it is finally dinner time and I need something that's just going to hit the mark. So I knew it was time to go nuclear, pull the emergency ripcord and get out the super comfort food that I've had in the freezer and fridge waiting for me. So number one, we're going to be having the Linda McCartney vegetarian sausages. These are some of my favourite vegan sausages out today. I love them, even though there are newer ones out there and kind of more shiny ones. I just think these are classic. So I'm going to pop those in the oven. Then we're going to be having all of this on a bagel, so it's like a sandwich. We've got the New York bagels. My favourite bagels. I think these are head and shoulders above any other bagel that you can get. I prefer the standard ones. They're just awesome without the sesame. I used to demolish all the sesame ones, but now I love these. Love them, love them, love them. I actually got these because Sainsbury's had run out and had to go to a Shell petrol station and they only had these. I was disappointed, but afterwards I've never gone back. So good one. But the real nuclear game changer for my meal tonight is going to be this. This is, let me put it a bit closer, the Berry Vegan Black Pudding. The Berry Black Pudding Company, sorry. So they do make non-vegan black puddings. Obviously, they're called the Berry Black Pudding Company. But this is vegetarian and Vegetarian Society vegan approved. That is very confusing, but all you need to know is vegan approved. And I cannot wait. So, how we cook these, we're going to put these in the oven, then we've got to fry these for, I think, to fry this black pudding. So I'm going to open it, we're going to chop it up, and then we fry it, I think, for about 10 minutes. So that is going to be absolutely epic. So why is black pudding so divisive? And it is divisive. You ask people, if you even bring up black pudding, they'll either say they absolutely hate it and squeamish, or they absolutely love it. One of the big reasons for this is the non-vegan version of black pudding is made with blood, and traditionally pig's blood. So it's absolutely amazing that we have a vegan version. And people will say, oh, it's not the real thing. It's absolute, just, you know, whatever you think of it. Black pudding, the real flavour that's going to come from the black pudding is the herbs, the spices, the oats and barley. Not really the blood, let's face it. There's so much more of the flavour is from already vegan ingredients. So just taking out the blood, you can still be left with a real rich amount of flavour. So these ingredients are black beans. So black beans. So I was wondering how they're going to get that colour. But then it's wheat, onions, pearl barley, starch, wheat starch, oatmeal, vegetable oil, barley, spices, salt, herbs, yeast extract, things like that. And that's basically it almost. And then there's a raising agent as well. But apart from that, that's where you're going to get the flavour from. So before I was vegan, I absolutely loved black pudding. I used to hate it. Then my dad finally converted and I loved it. But when I went vegan, that was one of the things that I probably would miss. But now it's here. I've had alternatives. I've had one other from I think it's called the Simon Hooley Butchery or something like that. And they make a real load of vegan options. Really, really good. Check it out on the Vegan Kind supermarket. So I'm really excited to find this because you can actually buy these in physical supermarkets. So I'm very excited. So let's open it up. Actually, first we're going to put the sausages in, 16 minutes, put them in. Then we're going to open this up, have a look at what it looks like, slice it up, get it fried, and then we can start building our midweek sandwich. So it comes in this plastic tubing, which is pretty typical of black pudding. So I'm not really sure how to open it actually. It does have these metal bits on the end. So maybe if we just can get one of those off. I might just chop it. I think you can probably peel those off. Right. Okay, there we go. Now, if we just peel this, I'm going to be having half of it for a serving. Oh, that's quite interesting. Ugh. Oh, this is going to look a bit interesting. Right, so there you go. That's what it looks like. Quite interesting. I would say it's not as dark as non-vegan black pudding. It looks pretty similar, and it's got, if you can see that, it's got these specks in, which is exactly like non-vegan black pudding. But what I'm really interested in is what it's going to look like once I cut it, and I'm even more interested to see what happens when we cook it. It does have that oil in, because what I want to see is, oh, that looks great inside. Look at that. That looks almost bang on, I would say. That looks really, really good. So that's really good. I guess these must be, yeah, all the oats and things like that. And then it's got this hard outer. And then this part, I want this to crisp up. I want this to crisp up as well, just on as I slice it when I'm frying it. But then when we slice it once it's cooked to be really, really soft. So let's cut them. I'm going to cut them into these kind of chunks. And these are the sort of chunks that you get at a butcher's, and then you fry them up, and then we're going to place them in our sandwich. So far, pretty good. What does it smell like? It smells pretty similar to non-vegan black pudding, actually. So that looks decent. Okay, let's put them in the frying pan, get them cooking. Okay, here we go. They've come out of the pan. I'm going to try and get this into shot for you. Check it out. Looks pretty awesome, to be honest. I would say that I was a bit disappointed in the amount of fat that was coming out. I wanted it to be a bit more. The perfect black pudding you want, in my mind, is you have this kind of strip around the edge, stay exactly as it is, and then this, as it cooks, bursts out a little bit, then goes hard on the outside, on both sides, and then you bite into it and it's super soft. It has kind of done that. But I would have liked for it to be a bit more, but looks okay. It does look a bit dry, that's my only thing, because you also want a nice kind of layer of fat, really, just to come on the top. Not loads of fat, but just a little bit. Anyway, smells great, looks good. Let's go in for the taste. I've got this nice thick bit. I'm going to have it on its own, then maybe with a bit of ketchup, just to give it, see what's what. Okay, going in. I wouldn't say it was a bang on, nailed on. This would trick a non-vegan into thinking that's black pudding. I don't think it tastes that much like black pudding, in my opinion. But it is quite nice. It's got more of a stuffingy vibe to it. It's a lot more soft on the inside. It's almost squidgy. Whereas I know I said soft, but it's normally, it's all stuck together. Whereas this is a bit more mushy than soft, if that makes sense. So I would say it's not exactly the same as black pudding, but does it do the job of black pudding? I would say, yeah, it does. It's really nice, actually. It's got a lot of flavour. It's got a nice soft texture on the inside, and then on the side bit here, it's got a bit of a bite. So I'd give that good marks. It is different to the Simon Huey version, which for me was a nailed on. You could not tell it was not black pudding. So I'd advise checking that out. And I'll put the link, if that's what you want. But for just the great thing about this is you can get it in a supermarket. So if you just want it every day, you just want a bit of black pudding, you just want to scratch that itch of black pudding, and you're a vegan, then I think this would do a good job. But like I said, for me, I would want the Simon Huey version, which has Simon Howie. That's why I remembered the name is. That is the bang on, nailed on, non-vegan equivalent. This does the job, but in a slightly different way, and isn't exactly the same. But it is really nice. So I'm really looking forward to this. I'm gonna make a bagel, gonna put butter, ketchup, vegan sausages, and then this on the top. It's gonna be epic. So I actually just ate my bagel, and my word, it was super, super good. It was so much better, even better than it was on its own. And it was nice on its own, but together with the sausages and the bagel and the ketchup, it really came to life. It added loads of texture. I was really, really impressed. A great product. I definitely recommend trying it out if you're missing black pudding. This is gonna scratch that itch, work quite well. So let me know in the comments, is there even better than this in the Simon Howie version? Let me know, because I have to try it. But thank you for watching, and of course, we'll see you in the next video.